Good morning. I didn't really plan on making another video today, but something kind of came up yesterday, as usual, and I decided that I could talk a little bit about abandonment issues and how to tackle them. Before I start, I'd like to mention that I need much practice in this department, and so part of the reason why I'm making this video is to also help myself. Like, I will probably watch it and rewatch it until it's like in my head and I have some of the suggestions memorized that we will speak about. First of all, I'd like to mention some symptoms of abandonment issues. Worthlessness, for instance. People with abandonment issues will question their importance, and kind of sad. Feelings of guilt, even when you haven't done anything like really wrong. Or feeling like, or being under the impression that there's been some wrongdoing. Okay, so that's two. And there's withdrawal, feeling inferior. Withdrawal is like not talking to your friends anymore, kind of just pulling back. And I know this from experience. Like, I would do that just so like it wouldn't happen to me first, if that makes sense. But I've since learned that that is not a healthy way to deal with abandonment issues. And there's always, of course, bad habits, including addiction or things that can become an addiction, like gambling, promiscuity, lying, stealing, cheating on your partners, like things like that, of that nature, just bad habits. And this one is one I am struggling with right now, and I hate to admit it, but I'm going to. That is seeking extra reassurance. I'm definitely struggling with that one. And a lot of my friends and my partner included are experiencing like a lot of low patience in that department, because I am like often so needy. Like extra reassurance means like, needing to know that I'm loved and that I'm cared for and that like I matter, and I need to hear this stuff. Like, and it's cool to say it, but like, there's a lot of genuine people in my life, and some people just are not feeling it all the time. You know what I mean? And so I get to practice dealing with that one. So there's hope. There are ways to help ourselves. There's actually lots of ways to help ourselves. So let's start with relaxing the mind. A lot of people suggest yoga. I'm not really, I don't know much about yoga. I've done like some beginning yoga stuff, and it definitely feels like really good. But you can also, like, you can make chamomile tea, you can go for a run. My personal favorite is to do cardio, because I love the relaxing feeling I get afterwards. If you have a dog, take your doggy for a run, and again, you'll get that like relaxing, I just exercised, I feel good feeling. And that's part of relaxing the mind. Let's see what else. Oh, this one has taken me, a therapist, to kind of understand. Well, it's called Understanding Your Mind and How Your Mind Works, and its capabilities to improve self-awareness. And in my opinion, obviously you can learn this like from self-help books and stuff, but I am not a person that has the patience for self-help books, and I am doing this with my therapist. But yeah, there's lots of books about that too if you like to read books, self-help books. Okay. Another one is focusing on life and the future and concentrating on the present. I like to do this by doing things for other people, like for instance, baking cookies. I love to do that and then sending them off to my friends, or you know, it just kind of helps me get out of my own head, which helps me feel good. And then I'm also, you know, focusing on other people, and I like to think about things like the home remodel that we are going to embark on, things like that, like focusing on the future and also trying to stay present too. Like right now, I'm staying present by making this video. I am here in my body making this video for both me and you. Does that make sense? Good. Okay, and on that note, keeping a busy life, of course, let's see. Keeping a busy life kind of helps, how should I put this? It kind of helps us forget the past and takes attention from unnecessary things, unnecessary negative things, for instance, like negative feelings of guilt or worthlessness or whatever. Okay, it's pretty easy enough, right? Another one is engaging in some kind of sport or craft or hobby, or even like hanging out with your friends. Sports are great because just like going to the gym, you're releasing endorphins, which just feels really good. Hanging out with your friends, if you're like me, like I'm a huggy person, like I like hugs, and hugs release oxytocin, so that's kind of a cool thing. Also, keeping your hands busy too is definitely a good way to help deal with any issues, abandonment and PTSD. So there's that. And then a really good one is setting goals and aiming high. That really, 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 really helps with what they call the feel-good factor. It's actually, I guess, proven to work really well, and I know it works because it's worked for me, and it's worked for some of my friends, and I mean, I've just heard about it like from a lot of people. So set your goals. I mean, you don't even have to aim like super high if you're not used to like setting goals. Set little goals. Like my goal today is to get the dishes done, you know, and mop the kitchen floor, and then I bet I will feel like amazing. And of course, if none of these seem to help, seeking help from a therapist or a psychologist, as they like to call them, would definitely help. It definitely helps. I am a big supporter of therapy in the first place, but you can also, like, I mean, if you really, like, you don't have the funds for a therapist, or you just don't think you need therapy, you can always, like, talk it out with a friend or a family member or something, but I always suggest therapy. I think that concludes my video. What else did I want to say? Oh, I want to add that this video, I think I said this in the beginning, but this video is just as much for me as it is for you. I am struggling a lot with abandonment issues, and like I'm gonna probably need to watch this video like hundreds of times to get like the self-help parts like memorized and kind of get going with them, and I just hope that it helps you as well if you are also struggling with abandonment issues. Okay, I hope you have a wonderful day, and we will probably talk tomorrow, maybe, I don't know. Oh, and happy Valentine's Day if you have a Valentine. Bye.